Hello and welcome back to my channel and a brand new Let's Play. So as you can see, I'm in The Sims 3 this time. I'm not going to call it a legacy challenge because I'm not starting out with the same restrictions you do on a legacy challenge, but it's going to be a legacy, and my goal is to play through most of the lifetime wishes. I say most specifically because I'm not interested in supernaturals, at least not in this Let's Play, or really in general. So we're not doing any like unrealistic ones, so ruling out all the supernatural ones. We won't be doing the unicorn one, probably won't be doing any of the future ones, but I am making a couple of exceptions. So like I think that there is a ghost hunting one, and you know, everyone has different opinions on if ghosts are real or not, but regardless there are people who do that as a profession even if it's not real. Do you know what I mean? And like fortune telling, doesn't matter if you believe it or not, there are people who do that. And alchemy, there are people who do these things. They may or may not be real, but we could do those anyway because we could just say that the sim believes that it is real even if it may not be. But I'm not going to do any of the like definitely not real ones. So I'm not going to do the into the future ones. I'm not going to do the ones that require you to be a supernatural sim. I'm not going to do the unicorn one. There might be more, but that's the ones I can think of right now. I'm playing in, oh yeah, this is my sim. I should probably introduce her. She's called Poppy Meadows. I'll talk about her more in a minute, but I am playing in a world called Mayfield Springs. I'm not gonna do like an overview of it because, you know, we'll learn more about it as I play, and like I haven't fully explored it yet, so I'm kind of excited to explore more. But I will put a link in the description to Mayfield Springs if anybody wants to play it. The only edit I've made is I've deleted half the households because again I don't want to play with supernatural sims, and like a lot of the households have supernatural sims in them. And I also deleted all the celebrities because I just didn't want to do that right now. So I feel like you can be a celebrity in The Sims way too easy. So I've disabled celebrities for the moment, but I may enable it again if I feel that it makes sense down the line. Like if I've got a sim who wants to be a celebrity, or they're in a career that being a celebrity might be realistic, like the film career or music or whatever. But for now I've disabled it and deleted half the households. She's got one neighbour over here who is called Una, which is an interesting name. But yeah, here's Poppy. She does have a bit of a backstory because initially when I thought about doing this Let's Play, and this has been like in my mind for a long time, so I'm actually really excited to get here, but I was gonna like sprinkle in some more serious topics as well, and I've sort of now decided that I don't really want to do that because I'm not sure how I would handle them in a Let's Play format, and I don't want to butcher anything. But she does still have a backstory which is sort of like the remnants of that. I'm taking some pieces out because I don't want to, you know, be too serious or dark with stuff. But what I will say is that in my head, she's young, clearly, you know, she's at the beginning of her young adult life stage. I'd probably say she's about 18 at the moment, and she grew up with a single mother and was taken into care as a teenager because her mother passed away. That's the story that I'm going with for her. So she is pretty much fresh out of care and figuring out the world on her own, I guess. Clearly she's got a very like emo look, which I don't know why. It wasn't the plan when I was making her. I wasn't going to go down that route, but as I was making her it just sort of happened and I rolled with it. So, and I feel like as well I've kind of got an idea now that I've seen this guy and I've read his backstory. Let's actually just go and look at his backstory because I thought it was quite an interesting one. So it says that Ayup has worked as a criminal in the past. He was a shoplifter, a robber, or just anything that would give money. One day, however, that life took him to prison. Those years marked the rest of his life. Today he wants to rebuild his life, starting over completely again. Will he succeed this time? Now I initially thought he could be a romantic interest, but he is an adult, whereas Poppy is a young adult, and there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. However, in my head, Poppy is about 18 and, you know, a full adult is probably about 40, and I feel like there's probably a bit of a weird power dynamic there that I don't feel comfortable with. So he's probably going to be more of like an older brother figure, but I reckon that he could be a really good influence on Poppy, and especially if she actually is a kleptomaniac. Her lifetime wish is possession is 9/10 of the law, so for somebody who is like a reformed shoplifter and reformed thief, he could be quite a good influence on her. And I feel like he'll be, you know, like I said, a nice little older brother figure. Or maybe that's just me living out my childhood fantasy because I'm the oldest child. I always wanted an older sibling, and I was about to say and I never got one, as if as if that was possible for me to get one, but you know what I mean. So yeah, here's Poppy. She is brooding, rebellious, she's a night owl, a kleptomaniac, and nurturing. Now a lot of these traits don't seem very good, but I'm also still very fond of her. I mean, obviously she's a bit troubled. Like I said, she had a bit of a troubled adolescence, but she does have a good heart, and you know, she is nurturing. I sort of feel like she will be a very good mother when the time comes, because I think that she really understands like the struggles of being a teenager. She's into indie music. I mean, I probably would have said rock and metal, but I couldn't see that being an option. Hamburgers and black. And yeah, like I said, her lifetime wish is possession is 9/10 of the law. I thought it would be quite cool if we could have her steal a bunch of stuff and sort of like collect it over time. She lives in this house, which seems to have like a junkyard out the back, but I think we can do something with that as well, which might be interesting. All this stuff was here when I got here. I didn't buy this. This is just like as it arrived. So I'm thinking that perhaps, you know, a very small family lived here before her and they just didn't take stuff with them. Maybe their kid grew out of it at just the right time. I don't know. I'm not sure whether to sell it or not, because she'll need it eventually. Perhaps she just doesn't really care to sell it. Perhaps she's like fine just keeping it for now, but if she needs the money, then we will sell it. I do want to like look at their wishes as well. It'd be quite interesting to see what they actually want to do. And the first wish she has is buy a motorcycle, and I'm actually going to lock that in because that feels like the sort of thing she would do. Joining the criminal career, I'm not as fond of. You know, she is a kleptomaniac, but I don't know that she wants to get into organised crime. But we can definitely buy a motorcycle. Okay, so we can't afford a motorcycle. I sold the crib and the high chair just to get a bit of a boost in cash, but we need a little bit more. It's 4,200. Oh, one more thing I will say. I have played The Sims 3 before, but it's been a while, and there are some packs I have never played before, because up until a year ago I did not have a computer that could run it very well. So I bought all the packs after I upgraded my computer, but yeah, I haven't like had a chance to go through them all properly. So there will be a lot of things I've genuinely never done before because I've never had the packs to do it. So yeah, if I'm doing anything stupid or I'm like bumbling around like, oh, how do I do this? I apologise, but like, yeah, I haven't played everything before, and I haven't played Sims 3 at all in a while. Okay, so I'll leave that there for now. What I think I'm going to do first though is go and introduce her to the new neighbour. I'm also going to say sorry just in case it's a little bit laggy or jumpy in any places. It's the same for me. Sims 3 is a game that's quite difficult to run, so there's not much I can do about that. There we go, so we've introduced ourselves. Probably just ask him a few things. I mean, they don't have to like instantly be best of friends. I think that'll happen over time, but I at least wanted them to get introduced. I think perhaps you'll complain to him, because obviously he's got like a junkyard in his backyard as well. Perhaps you'll complain and be like, oh, I didn't realise it would be this bad. I didn't realise that there'd be all these piles of trash. I think perhaps he will give us some ideas on what to do with it and be like, well, you know, maybe you could rummage through it, see if you can find anything worth salvaging, see if you can invent anything, and that'll sort of plant the seed in her head to invent stuff, because I think that would be definitely a cool thing to do. I also want her to actually go inside, and we'll probably see if we can swipe something, because they're not close yet, so you know, she's not above stealing from him. We'll just see if there's like any little trinkets in here or something. Okay, what have we got in here? Gosh, it's been a while. See, this is what I mean about not really knowing what I'm doing. How do I steal stuff again? Okay, so I looked it up and I think I can only do it at nights, which is fine. We'll just come back in the nights. For now though, okay, what do you want to do? You want to learn painting and join the criminal career, learn street art. We can do some street art. I think for that I've got to buy a street art kit, but they're not expensive, so that's fine. Let's put that in your inventory. Oh, and there's bloody llamas here. Also, I've set my season to be autumn only, because I'm like, I want to have the seasons correlate with what they are in real life, and yet it's still summer, which is interesting. Not sure why that is, but we might have to look at that and see what's going on. But yeah, I thought it would be cool, because I want this to be such a long-term thing. I thought it would be cool to have it correlate to real life, because I think that, you know, each season it gets boring after a while when you play it over and over and over again. But if it's just like correlated to real life, then yes, okay, my Sims may never experience Christmas, but I won't have to experience it every 2 weeks. Right, so we've got our street art kit. Where can we tag? How about out here? I wonder if you can get into trouble for it. Yeah, we're not going to the future, that's not happening. Actually, we can sell this, and that'll get us the money that we need for a motorbike. There we go. That was basically all our money, but that's fine. Hey. She feels badass. That's cute. It is a bit funny to see because she does look 14. By the way, I don't know, she has got a very generic face. You would not realise that I tuned pretty much every single slider. I don't usually like make Sims in The Sims 3, or at least like, you know, put in care and attention into them. I usually just click random ones because I don't care for the sliders. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to really try, and I'm going to really try and make a unique looking sim, use all the sliders I have available, and yeah, she still turned out looking very generic, so at least in like her facial structure anyway, so I'm not sure what to do about that, but hey. Let's go over here, see if we can tag the wall. Oh, we can put it. Oh, yeah, okay, we can't put it on rabbit holes. You know what, that makes sense actually. In that case, maybe we can just tag the grounds. Let's put it right there. Make a statement, because this is the city hall, the police station, and the military base. So all the places you don't really want to tag outside of. They're just saying, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Not sure why you'd bother putting tape down if you're not going to stay in the lines. Because you're going to rip the tape up, there's going to be a hole there. I like that, that's cool. We could probably tag the side of our house, actually. That could be cool. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Maybe doing that outside the police station wasn't, ideal. Well, maybe we'll just practice on our own house instead then. Maybe that's the better idea. We don't have 1,000, so I'm assuming that's why it's not taking anything, but I'll make a note of it and I'll pay it back when we get 1,000. Right, if we tag wall, small tag, and put it right there. Actually, that wall might have been better, wouldn't it? Oh well, we can do both. We can do both walls. Oh, don't do the exact same one. That's no fun. That's annoying. I was hoping you'd do something different. Maybe we'll rub it off in a minute and try again. Because I don't want the exact same thing. That just looks silly. Just getting all these moodlets from being rebellious. I think she'll grow out of it, but it is kind of cute. Oh, she's got rebel influence. I mean, that makes sense. There we go, that's something different. Right, I kind of want to say that she should dig through some of this now. It is pissing it down, but then it hasn't stopped her yet, so maybe she doesn't care. She went and ran riot around the town, but now she's going to take Ayup's advice and dig through the trash piles at the back of her house, see if she can find anything of value. Or make anything of value. She does have this inventing bench here, so perhaps she's going to invent stuff. I do think she's quite resourceful. It's like I said at the beginning, a lot of these traits aren't great. I mean, nurturing's good, night owl's neutral, brooding, rebellious, kleptomaniac, perhaps aren't the best one, especially kleptomaniac, but I do think she has a lot of good traits, that they aren't necessarily traits here, if that makes sense. So that she is very resourceful, and she's pretty confident as well, I think. Kind of just does her own thing, doesn't really care what other people think. Okay, so she's collected a bunch of scrap, and I think she's just gonna, well, dabble. Can't invent anything yet, gotta just experiment first. That's how inventing works. Because I did consider having her have the inventor trait, but the inventor trait is eccentric, and I don't think she's necessarily eccentric. Like I said, just resourceful, not eccentric. She wants to learn more rebel influence. We can do that. To be honest, I'm sure it's going to happen anyway, knowing you. If you've got the rebellious trait, it's inevitable. Okay, she's earned some inventing skill. Oh, interesting. Okay, she's made the smasher. She wants to join the inventor career, collect some scrap, but we'll do that anyway. Do we want her to join the inventor career? I'll leave it there for now, and I'll have a think about that one as well. I might have her. It wasn't really in my plans for her to join it as a career. I was thinking she'd just do it as a hobby, but if she's enjoying it, she's enjoying it. What we will do now, though, is have her have something to eat. Do we have a fire alarm? I don't think we do. Before we do anything, let's get a fire alarm. Everything in The Sims 3 catches fire a lot quicker than it does in The Sims 4. That's one thing I do remember. I mean, perhaps mac and cheese was a mistake. Oh, it's burning. Take it off the stove, Poppy. Take it off the stove. Okay, no fire today. That's one thing. I had planned to put some away for later though, but perhaps we won't. Let's have you clean that up, and let's just make some autumn salad. Actually, let's just order a pizza at this point. And I think that we will join the inventor career. I think that, I mean, she needs to get work at some point. And I thought that she might just get like a little part-time job, but if she'd rather be an inventor, she can be an inventor. While we're waiting for pizza, we might as well dig through these again. I'm hoping that somebody will show up. So it looks like Pizza's not showing up. It's getting quite late, but she is a night owl, so I think what we'll do is when she's done digging through that pile, we'll have her serve autumn salad, so hopefully she can keep some of it, and then we'll go out and see if we can steal anything. Because I want to make sure, because these are obviously broader, more general lifetime wishes, I want to make sure I'm getting started on them early, because otherwise I'm going to get caught out like down the line, and I suddenly realise that she doesn't have much time left and I've hardly started. I think we will probably just go over to Ayup's house, if he'll let us in anyway, because I don't want her to steal from him after they've become good friends. We might well go over there first before she cooks anything, actually, because cooking takes so bloody long. Okay, let's go visit Ayup. Sounds like there's a party going on in here. I refuse to believe you're not home. I can hear you in there. I don't see you, but I hear you. Oh, he was in bed. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Noted, Ayup goes to bed early and doesn't bother with pyjamas. Let's turn that off. You can just like go back to bed now. We'll leave when we are done. I'm not sure if she's asking him about his past or if she's... Oh god, he's a loner. Okay. She's either just walked up to him and gone, what was it like being arrested? Or she's gone, I was arrested today for graffitiing outside City Hall. Either way, he's not impressed. So we'll leave you alone. You just go back to bed. We'll look out the window, I guess. He's gone back to sleep. I'm not sure if he'll kick us out doing that. But I want to see if we can swipe the plants. Oh. You're taking a chair. Okay. Just imagine... he's gone to bed, he just hears her scraping a chair out the door, which perhaps he's not quite strong enough to actually lift it up, as he's just dragging it out the door, clanging down the metal stairs. He looks out his bedroom window and she's just dragging it slowly over to her house. Right, let's go home now and let's cook you something to eat. So we are about 1/1000th of the way there. Well, exactly 1/1000th of the way there. Need to steal more expensive things if we want to actually do this. I think it will probably have to be cars. I think that's going to be our main focus, is cars. And then I think it's probably time for bed, because it is quite late even for a night owl. I think what we're going to do when Poppy wakes up, obviously look after her needs, but then we're going to go and register as an inventor, because she does still want to do that, and then we can start making money towards that. And the toilet's broken, so we'll call the repair person later on, because she's going out in a minute. But I mean, we could just have her repair it herself. I know that it's not the inventing skill, but you'd think that if she's good at like tinkering with things and inventing things, that she'd be good at repairing stuff too. So we might have her just fix it herself. Right, let's go to City Hall then and register as an inventor. I wonder what they must think of her. Like, she just walks in and goes, I'm going to register as an inventor, and they're just like, isn't that the kid who was like graffitiing outside here yesterday? Okay. Okay, so we are an electrocution victim. Brilliant. Okay. Right, first off, let's go home and have something to eat, and then we will get to inventing something. Or maybe we'll just build a widget, because I'm assuming that there's a consignment store in this town. Oh, is that it? Ruben's Rubble and Rubbish, maybe? That looked like a consignment store sign. Oh yeah, so the consignment store is down here. Takes a while to load in. Can't do anything about that. Any day now. I mean, I don't know why I'm waiting for it to load in. We don't actually need it to. I just need to remember where it is. So it's down here in that section. I think it would be cool if she doesn't just sell things via her pocket, if she has to actually sell them. Because I think that'll just add an extra layer of challenge, and we could also get some like more cash of things then. And it just makes it a little bit more realistic, you know, if you have to actually sell things to people. So let's make another smasher. That's the thing that she invented yesterday. I'm going to keep the first one. I'm always nostalgic about the firsts of things. So I'm keeping the first one when she invents a new thing, but we can make more and sell them. I reckon she's probably really excited. She's probably like, oh my god, I'm like an official inventor now. I'm gonna make the best thing. I'm gonna take it down to the consignment store. I'm gonna make loads of money. I'm gonna be rich. She's probably gonna have a little bit of a knock down to earth when she actually gets there and gets offered peanuts. Okay, so she's finished making her little smasher. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have her collect this scrap, and then we're going to just go out on the town for the night. But we're just going to go and see, basically we're going to go see if there's anything to steal. I want to see if there's any cars. I want to see if there's anything more expensive, because we're not going to get this if we steal 50 quid a night. We need to think bigger. Okay, let's scope the place out. Where might there be lots of people? Or well, lots of cars. I see some cars down here. Is this the police station again? Do we steal a car right outside the police station? See, my instinct, oh shit, we could steal a police car. Let's do it. Let's steal the police car. I feel like Poppy, she's already got in trouble for graffiti. She's probably thinking that she just wants to stick it to the man, I guess. Well, what's this? Oh, they're ladybirds. Ew. Ew. I love ladybirds, but like I don't know what they are. That is not a ladybird. We get ladybirds a lot where I live, and they're really cute, but those, I don't know what the fuck they were. They were horrifying. Let's see if we can steal this then. It might be a bit early. Oh, it's not too early. She can, what's the problem then? Oh, you know what? I don't think these are objects. I think they are decoration. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, where might we find some actual cars? I think basically the white barriers, I'm assuming, is decoration. And then I think it's the yellow and black ones that we need to look for. So if there's any cars attached to yellow and black barriers, like this one, we could probably steal one of these. Yeah, okay. Is there anybody around? Are we gonna get arrested? If we do it on this side, hopefully she'll steal the orange one, because that looks like it's a bit more expensive. What the What the hell's going on over here? Oh, it's a bonfire. It just looked from over there. It just looked like somebody was setting fire to the grounds. Actually, before you go and do that, I kind of feel like she'd want to introduce herself to this guy. Oh, he's walking away. Let's just ask about him. First, let's ask his age, because I don't actually know how old he might be. Oh, he's quite a bit older. He's an adult as well. Oh, that's a bummer. Stay up past bedtime. Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's okay. I mean, you're an adult now. You don't have a bedtime. Okay, he's not single anyway. That's fine. I'm sure we'll find somebody your age who's actually single. Okay, what were we doing? We were going somewhere. Oh, we were gonna steal the car. Can't swipe when being watched. Who's watching you? I don't see anyone. There's nobody here. Oh, there's somebody over here. Oh, it's Ahab. He's watching. I don't think he'd judge. He might be disappointed, but I don't think he'd be in a place to judge. Do you want to leave? She's contemplating the meaning of meaning. What is the point of all of this, huh? How did you get here? To where you're stealing cars and your nosy neighbour's watching you. Your nosy neighbour who has your best interests at heart, but ultimately is stopping you from getting to this car. And he's leaving. Okay, perfect. Now we can swipe the car. Perfect. Okay, so we can probably just sell that one direct from her family inventory. Oh, 1,989. Oh, actually, do we have to possess it or do we have to just steal it? Will it go down if we sell that now? I'm not sure. Okay, so I've just had a look online. It seems that there might be some issues with selling stuff and like having it still count towards the lifetime wish. So I might leave it there for now and then sell it at the end. I might leave it there for now and return it at the end. It might well be that she sort of accumulates a bunch of stuff and then returns some of it. Because, you know, if we are going to say that cars are probably the best way to go for this, she has no need for that many cars. Let's see if there's anything else we can steal. We can steal another one of these. Maybe she just really likes these cars in particular, these orange ones. I wonder if the neighbourhood would eventually run out of cars or if people would replace them. Okay, so we've stolen 2 cars now. We're doing good. Well, we might as well take this one as well. We can't steal any more today. Why not? We only took 2 things. I thought you could take 3. Well, maybe I was wrong. Anyway, let's go home and do some more inventing then. Just run over a small child. That's fine. I'm glad the season's sorted out. I was a bit worried that was going to be something I have to wrestle with, but it seems to be fixed, so that's good. Okay. A representative from Russell's Den is interested in obtaining a consignment of scrap. The representative claims the reformed local crime lord has turned over a new leaf and wishes to build an army of toys to deliver to the children at the next holiday. The representative would like Poppy to provide scrap in exchange for a cash payment and the goodwill of warehouse employees. I mean, yeah, why not? I think she'd do it. I think she would. Even if it did sound a little bit dodgy, I think she'd be like, yeah, fuck it, why not? We've already got the scrap. We've got plenty of scrap. We've got like 130, so we can spare 14. Right, let's go deliver that scrap. Oh, I love this. It really gives the shady criminal hideout vibes. Oh, and there's the junkyard. Or maybe it's not the junkyard, it's just a junk area. Either way, she could spend a lot of time here. Maybe she should join the criminal career after all. A rather burly looking toy maker was pleased to accept the scrap delivery. Poppy was not so gently patted down in thanks before receiving the reward and being pushed out the door. So she got 35 quid and an increased relationship with the Russell's Den workers. Okay, so who works there? Nobody. So maybe you only get that increased relationship if you actually knew them already, I guess. It's a bit weird though that they wanted scrap when they've got all of this. Like, you've got plenty of scrap. I don't think that you need it, but that's fine. Right, let's have her head home and invent something. Oh, actually we could, instead of it going home, let's go to the consignment store because that should be open now. Where even are we? I get all turned around on the map and I can't tell where things are. I'm like, I knew it was down, but down from which way? Okay, so here we've got Will Faulkner and Connor Pruitt. We could get chatting to one of these. So let's consign that. Maybe, see, this is what I mean, is she probably was expecting to get like 50 quid. She's probably like, I put my heart and soul into this, somebody's going to want to buy it, and they're like, yeah, I'll give you a £5. She's probably a little bit disappointed by that. I do think that she's going to introduce herself to both of these, because I think she's quite outgoing, she's quite chatty, she'll talk to anybody, so she'll probably introduce herself to both of these. I want to know how old they are. I want to see if either of these are young adults who could be potential romantic interests down the line. Well, he thinks that she's hot, so she's probably more interested in talking to the guy who doesn't think she's hot. Because, like, I don't know, obviously, this neighbourhood, because it's a custom neighbourhood, so I wanted to do that deliberately. Because if I just played in, like, Sunset Valley, I know all the townies pretty well, and I would have just gone, oh, she should go with this one and not that one. Whereas here, I'm getting to, like, discover them. Like, I don't even know if these are randomly generated townies or if these are people that were made or what. The other guy's left. I know it's because the consignment store just closed, but I sort of take it to believe that he said she was hot and then she instantly talked to the other guy. Oh, he's an adult. That's a bummer. It's getting a little bit tiring talking to all these older men. Kind of want to hang around though, because if this car stays here, she could swipe it. So let's sit down here just for 40 minutes, I think. Oh, please don't tell me this is your car. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, I guess let's go home then. Maybe another day. Okay, so it's the full moon. And I think that I turned off zombies. Because like I was saying at the beginning, I don't really want to play with supernatural, so I'm pretty sure I turned them off, but we'll have to wait and see if any pop out anyway. But the full moon should not really do anything, hopefully. Okay, what the hell is that? A drinking llama, okay. We can keep that. I think it's probably also a good idea to go visit Ayup, because we haven't gone to talk to him for a bit. And like I said, I do want them to be really close. She does seem to have a thing of like turning up, you know, at 10 o'clock at night, which he probably doesn't appreciate, but he'll get used to it. That sounds like he just got into bed. Yeah, he literally just got into bed and she rang the doorbell. I'm sorry. Well, he put on clothes this time. That's a good thing. It's a good start. Oh. He got undressed again. Okay, that's a bit weird, but okay. Let's complain to him about sleep deprivation. He'll just be like, oh, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, sleep deprivation. Huh, what about that? Enthused about sleeping in. Yeah, that would be nice, huh? I'd love to sleep in. Let's talk to him about rebelling as well. She probably thinks he's really cool, but he's obviously a bit more mature. He's probably like, you know, all this shit you think is really cool and rebellious now, you'll grow out of it. You know, it's not that cool. I do think he's fond of her. Like I said, obviously he's a lot more mature and she's a little bit immature at the moment, but I do think that he like has a soft spot for her. Okay, I think it's time to go home. We might have overstayed our welcome. Yeah, when I say that he's like a bit fond of her, I mean that in like a, oh, it's like I said before, like a big brother kind of way. Like he wants to guide her on the right path. I think he can see that she's had it a bit rough and he wants to be a good influence, but I don't think it's anything more than that. He does see her as a bit immature, because she is. Alright, I think what we're going to do today is make some widgets, possibly invent some more stuff, but I think that we really need to start focusing on money. I have made a note to remember her 1,000 simoleon fine, so whenever we get 1,000 simoleons, it won't be this episode, but you know, whenever that happens I will deduct it for the fine. Yeah, she does need to start making some money. What I'm going to do as well is down the line, probably after we've completed her lifetime wish, which hopefully won't be too long because it doesn't seem to be too difficult, then we can sell, you know, all the stolen cars and stuff, and then we can potentially move to a bigger house. But for now I'm just going to keep them in her inventory because I'm not sure if it will reset the progress if I sell them now, and I don't want to risk it. So, and then I think when we've done the lifetime wish, we don't have to stop stealing. We can just steal smaller things, just little trinkets and stuff that we can then keep in our own home. Okay, that's an interesting thing. A rotational pull. Okay, well, let's keep that first one then. Oh, hello. What do you want? This is the married guy who was setting fire to stuff earlier. What, you just were in the neighbourhood and you stopped by? Oh, our smasher sold. But anyway, yeah, I guess thanks for popping by. We'll get back to what we were doing now, Mr. Married Man. Okay, bye. Oh, interesting. Somebody's hiring us to do street art. We can definitely do that, but for now we're going to keep inventing, and then perhaps we'll go out in the town and steal some things and make some street arts. Maybe they can give us the money to pay off the fine. No, I think that she'll want to pick like a really nice place and make something really cool, because I feel like, you know, she was just sort of... Jesus Christ. You good? Okay, maybe let's stop that for now because she might end up killing herself. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think last time that she basically was just like almost acting out, I guess, in a way, but I think now that she's gonna get paid for it, I think that she would like to actually try her best. Right, let's go find a nice spot. I'm not sure where would be like a nice place that would realistically have commissioned somewhere, because I thought about the art gallery, but it's a little bit like high class for graffiti. Perhaps the junkyard, it would kind of fit in here, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's do it here at the junkyard. Yeah, let's do a wall mural right there. That's probably going to look a bit nicer than the tag. If this is a lot nicer, we might well rub off what we did in our house. Yeah, see, I like that a lot more. There we go. Okay, so that actually gave her 1,000. So that, you know, I joked about it, if they can pay off our fine, but they literally did. So that is her fine paid off. Let's go home and let's change the street art on our walls. We can have at least one anyway. Maybe 2 is a bit excessive, but we can do 1 just on this side. What is it? Is it a whale? Like, what the hell is that? Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it here for this episode. So if you are here, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you soon.